Hey everybody, welcome to Ray's Gym. Today I want to do some shoulder workouts, starting with the shoulder press. So here I am in my garage, and so first of all, we're going to be using dumbbells. So first of all thing I want to do is set up my bench correctly. So right now, here's my bench. Right now I got my bench sitting straight up and down and flat on the bottom here. So I have it set up this way because I want you to see that you don't want to do it this way. The reason why is when you have it set up that straight up is that when you're doing your workout and you're holding your dumbbells, the weights don't want to pull you forward because you're sitting too straight up. And so what's going to happen is they're going to hurt your back because you're going to fight the weight pulling you forward. Okay, and so you may not feel it right away, but you're going to feel it afterwards. You're going to feel that pinch in your back. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down one notch and just have a slight slope to it, just one slight slope to it. So that way I'm not fighting the weight. Also, depending on how much weight I'm doing or where I'm at, I'll also raise the lower portion one notch up as well. So that way you don't slide out of it. So some of these materials are kind of slippery, and depending on the weight you're using, the weight's pushing you down. So it could push you out. You'll feel yourself starting to slide out, and you're pushing your feet into the ground trying to keep yourself from sliding out of the bench. So we want to make the proper adjustments first before we do anything. Okay. So what I'm going to do is let me set this down. Oh, I got my new weights here I'm going to use too. So I got these new adjustable weights. They go from 5 pounds to 90 pounds, which is pretty awesome. It takes a little bit of getting used to because just where the weight's at. But I got used to them pretty quick, probably within a week or so, and I like them. They're a really nice addition to the little home gym I got going on here. So, all right. So first, like I said, I'm not bringing down just one notch. That's all I need. Just one notch right there. And that way I'm not going to be fighting the weight to stay into the bench. For right now, I'm going to leave the bottom the way it is. I may adjust it later as I progress, but for now, I'm going to leave it the way it is. So first, I want to start off with just some warm up, a light warm up. Start off with 30s. So these are pretty lightweight, so I could just swing these up, no problem. Plant my feet, plant my heels. Once they get planted, I don't want to move. So nice and easy, all the way up, all the way down. Bring them together, but don't let them touch. Try not to let them touch. I get a big stretch at the bottom. So let me show you something here. So my next adjustment, what I'm going to do, all you do is you pull out these little guys right here, this little pin, you slide it in. Next I'm going to do 40s. So just slide it in like that. It's all color coded, so it's pretty foolproof. Just like that. Now I'm set up for 40s, 40-pound dumbbells. All right. Pretty good investment. Like I said, I'm very happy with it. It's only about $600 for the weights and the stand that it's on. So it's a pretty good investment. Definitely recommend it for anybody who's looking to start a home gym or just keep some dumbbells around the house for whenever you're whenever you just feel like not going to the gym and just working out of the house and doing something. So definitely recommend it. So, oh, I know what I want to do. Actually, I'm gonna do one more set of 30. So, let's do one more set of 30. And when I do my warm-ups like this, I'm not really counting how many reps I'm doing, because I just want to warm up. I want to feel my muscles get warmed up. I want to feel my ligaments and tendons get warmed up. That's what I really want to do, is stretch out my ligaments and tendons. So I'm not really counting at all. That's why I hold it down here and get a good stretch. There you go. I already did my warm up. I did 20 minutes on the bike, and got them nice and warmed up already. I also got my heater going, and it is summertime. It is summertime right now. It's not too hot today. It was like 80, 81 degrees today, but I like to get it hot. I like to keep it warm in here. So the reason why I did 2 easy lightweight warm-ups is because what I want to do is make sure I'm balanced. So when you first start off and you're cold, your arms may be out of balance for a little bit, okay? So by doing multiple lightweight warm-ups, I'm gonna get in sync. I'm gonna get my muscles in sync together, and they'll all be warmed up together, because you don't want to start going heavy. You start going heavy and you're not solid. If you're lopsided and clumsy and all this stuff with heavier weight, you're gonna hurt yourself. Something's gonna happen and you're gonna hurt yourself. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure everything is nice and smooth, up and down, it's nice and smooth. And you're not lifting one up higher than the other, and you're not off balance. So that's why I wanted to do 2 lightweight warm-ups. All right. So now I'm gonna do a set of 40. All right. I'm getting sweaty. I'm about to put my gloves on. So now, do a set of 40. Step way back. Nice and slow. So again, I'm not really counting how many reps I'm doing, so I'm not really worried about that right now. I just want to get warmed up. Sometimes you can make a mistake of warming up too much. It's actually pretty common where people feel they have to do 10 or 20 reps of warm up before they get to their heavy weight. And so by the time they get to their heavy weight, they've already done 70, 80 reps, and you're pretty exhausted at that point. And you get to that heavy weight, and you can't even do nothing. And so don't burn yourself out doing warm-ups. All right. So that was 40. Let's go to 50 now. Make my adjustment to 50. Get my balance, let my feet, shoulders are back. All right. All right. Another set of 50s. So I'm gonna put my gloves on. My hands are starting to sweat. And these are plastic handles on these weights. So I can feel them moving around a little bit. I always wear these gloves to have wrist supports around them. I've been wearing these forever. Get them nice and tight. Get a good support. It's no different than wrapping your knees or wearing a weightlifting belt. You're just supporting those joints. They're really good when it comes to like heavy weightlifting, heavy bench press, and dumbbells and stuff like that. Keep your wrists nice and straight, nice and supported. Support. All right. So. So I'm gonna go up to 60s now. Not really sure how I'm gonna go today, but so one thing you're gonna have to learn is when you train by yourself is how to get the weight started. So right now, the weights are light enough. I can just swing it up. I use momentum, get them up into position. But once before, when my younger days, around 45 now, back in my 30s, when I was doing 110-pound dumbbells, I would have to set up the bench in a way, or set myself up in a way to where I use momentum to get the weight up. So what I would do is put the weights right here, and then I would kind of get some momentum going. Depending on how much weight I was doing, I would either just get momentum and kick up my legs this way, like that, or I would actually stand up and then lean back and really use momentum to get that weight up. And so when you train by yourself, especially if you're training heavy, you're not always gonna have a spotter there. You can't, you don't want to bother other people at the gym every time to help you get the weight up. So learn these little tips, little secrets on how to do this. How to train yourself and spot yourself and get the weights up without having to bother other people all the time. So we got 60s on here now. So what I would do is put the weight right on the edge of my knee, and I'll get a little momentum, and kick up. There we go. All right, 70s. So, let's see here. This is my first time doing shoulder press with these dumbbells. So, I usually have elbow wraps, but I don't have on me today. So, also what I want to do is I'm going to raise up the bottom one notch, because, see how that works. Might be too much. Might be okay. Let me do a test run real quick before I go heavier. Make sure that's okay. That might be too much. That might be all right. So, all right. Okay. Go up to 80s now. See that try. Like I said, the hardest part is getting started, getting up over your head. Once you get out there, usually it's no problem, but getting started is the hard part. I feel like this might be too much. I'll take a shot. Oops. Alright, so left side is a little hard to get up, but maybe I'll try that first. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep 80 as my workout weight. So, in past videos, I've talked about finding your workout weight. So everything before this was just warm up. I don't count any of that. None of it. This is what I start counting now. Now I'm training. Now I'm working out. So it doesn't matter if you warm up with 10, 15, 20, and 30 is your max. 30 is your weight, fine, that's your weight. So now that's your workout. So you're going to do 3 to 4 sets of that weight for 5 to 6 reps. So you start building that, working that muscle. You need consistent heavy weight to build the muscle. A lot of times what people will do is they will get to that high weight and do one set and they're done, and then they're done and that's it. You don't build muscle that way. You got to keep forcing that blood and oxygen to that muscle. You need that weight to do that and the reps to do that. So let's see, I'm gonna try this again. Hopefully I get that left one up a little easier. I got kind of a bad elbow, so That's why I don't do the 110-pound dumbbells anymore like I used to. Yep. Shit. I'm really struggling with the left side to get started. It's been a long time since I've done these, so we get back into it again. So another thing, if you notice that I'm doing, is the time between sets. I'm not wasting a lot of time. That's why I'm breathing hard, because I'm keeping my blood flowing, keeping my heart rate going, keeping my muscles pumped. A lot of times you'll see at the gym, people will do a set and jump on their phone for 10-15 minutes at a time, and then finally do another set. By that time, you're already cold. You're losing your pump in your muscles. You're almost starting over every time. You're getting nothing done. So watch your times between your sets. So sometimes you can look at a clock, have a clock over here, but right now I just want to catch my breath. So within like 3 to 4 minutes, at the max 4 minutes, depends how hard you're pushing. But you see how my breathing is already starting to come down. I'm starting to catch my breath already, so which is good. Cardio, lots of cardio exercise has helped to do with that. So I'm gonna do one more set of 80. Here. Here we go. I'm gonna try to get the left side started first. I'm tired. Alright. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. So what I don't want to do is force it. I get injured. So, like I said, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've done dumbbell presses because I just never had any dumbbells. So I need to get back into it. So what I'm gonna do is drop down to 70. So drop back down to 70, take 10 pounds off of it, and keep going. That's good. Telling you, it starts getting old. Like I said, I have to do sets of 110-pound dumbbells. Back in my prime, but 45 now. Can't be playing like that no more. So sometimes what I'll do with the lighter weight is I'll just slow down, use time resistance. If I can't do a whole lot of weight, then I'll just slow it down and increase the time that's on that muscle. Instead of having weight pushing down the muscle, I'm gonna slow it down, use time resistance. So in my videos, you've heard me talk about pushing hard. Like push hard, you gotta kill it, you gotta kill it. So I'm not done yet. So what I'm gonna do now is called walking the rack. So imagine if you had a rack of weights in front of you. So I'm gonna do a set of 50, a set of 40, and then a set of 30. Then I'm gonna rest for a little bit. And then I'm gonna do a set of 40, 30s, and 20s. That's called walking the rack. Now, I'm not gonna keep track of how many reps I'm doing because you're gonna get pumped up real quick with this. And you can fatigue real quick with it also. So you have to know when to stop so you don't drop the weight on yourself. You have to know when to stop because you keep in mind, I still got more reps to do after I do the 50s. After I do the 40, you got more to do. So I don't want to drop the weight on my head. So, catch my breath. And this will really wear you out. This is what makes you push. This is what separates you from everybody else right here. So, so these may start off kind of light, so I may do some slow reps here. Drop these to 40s. Keep going. Yeah. 30s. I don't need the fan anymore. I wore you out. So I mentioned how I wasn't counting my reps. What I was looking out for was my form. So the first few reps were okay, but as it got to the last couple, I could feel my form starting to come off. So what I mean is that I could feel my shoulders start to fatigue to where I was no longer going straight up and down. I could feel myself starting to move just a little bit. And that's all it takes. Once I start feeling that movement, once I start feeling my form coming out, I start moving around a little bit. Okay, one, maybe two more, and you're done. I don't want to risk injury. So that's what I'm looking at. You see how fast he gets so tired. So now I'm gonna do one more set. And this time I'll start with 40s. So that's how you push. That's how you push. Whether it's weightlifting or going to school, studying all night long, or working extra hours to provide for your family, whatever it is, playing a sport, you're out there practicing while everybody else is sitting at home, whatever it is, it's all about doing 100%. Push yourself 100%, you get back 100%. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody learned something. Everybody have a good night, and you'll see me again soon. Have a good night.